just about set to go now. Starting on the mound in this one, Taj Bradley. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
And stepping in for the Astros, Mauricio Dubon. The wind of the pitch. In for a strike. And that's how this game gets started. And a pitch. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
And there's a ball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the tape.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Now we check out the Astros lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like it could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Kyle Tucker in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Thinking Kyle Tucker has done a little bit of everything. He's won a World Series. He's been an All-Star. He's won a Gold Glove. And a guy who was the 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft. 2 outs. On the ground right side. And that's just foul.
He's been a guy that can kind of fly under the radar, but not so much anymore. Everyone's aware of the damage that he can do in that lineup. But a guy that's kind of old school, doesn't wear the batting gloves, just goes up there and rakes. Got a great arm in the outfield as well. Definitely the pride of Plant High School in Tampa, Florida.
1-2 here. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. And Tucker is retired. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now in Tampa Bay. And starting in this one, Jose.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
We go to the bottom of the first. Leading off, Yandy Diaz.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And he deals.
Nope, ball.
And a pitch. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Now, anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Now batting Wander Franco.
Ball.
First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
And the righty deals. He was late there. Strike 1. 1-1 now. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Diaz around second, headed for third, and he's got a double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. And strike two.
0-2.
At the belt and fires. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now it's Brandon Lau. Next pitch downstairs. 1-0. And here it comes.
Yeah!
One down, runners at second and third. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Brandon Lau goes the other way with it. And that gives him a lead. It's 3-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Harold Ramirez. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
And the right-hander deals. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's two down. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Oh, and 1 now. And fouled off. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back here at Tropicana Field, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bradley back to work. And first offering is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. And that's in for a strike. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And that one lifted in the air center field, and there's one down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys.
Jose Abreu, batting with one down, takes a strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
One ball, two
Swing and a miss. That's strike two. And that's downstairs and outside. Next offering is in the dirt. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Oh, it's a nice forehand stop. Kept the ball from getting to the outfield, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take an extra step, which cost you some time. But he recovered, made a good, strong throw, and he still got the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Corey Julks up next for the Astros. First offering misses the mark. And that's in for a strike. The wind to kick the pitch. And another ball. That one 95 to finish him off. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back. And now Josh Lowe.
The right fielder.
And a pitch. Strike one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one just missed off the outside edge. And delivers outside.
2-1.
And a 2-1 on the way. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance. But if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Got him. And one out now. Now up for Tampa Bay, Christian Bethancourt. That one's in there, 0-1. Kicks and fires. Ground ball right side to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Manuel Margot up to the plate. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. In there for strike 1. Line drive, base hit. So Margot is aboard.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Yandy Diaz now hit by a pitch leading off the ball game. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Urquidy with a move to first. And Margot back in. And a base hit into right center field. And that's going to roll to the wall. Margot around third. He'll score, and they lead by 4.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here's Wander Franco. Doubled in his first AB. Check swing went around. That's strike 1. Righty delivers. Now 1-1. That's down and in.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. Abreu takes it to the bag. Inning over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Rays 4 and the Astros nothing. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Yainer Diaz. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
There's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
The wind of the pitch. Up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. Next offering is down low, and that's ball one. Here comes a pitch. Myers started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. That one's in there. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Martin Maldonado up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Low makes the grab, 2 away now.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's in there for strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1. Diaz off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
The next pitch misses. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 down. And stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. In there, and it's 0-1. Pena measures 6 feet even, 200 pounds, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Next offering upstairs. First and second, 2 down. On the ground, and that squirts through. Diaz around third.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes. Kyle's brother Preston got a little bit of time in the big leagues. Pretty good left-handed hitter. Played his college ball at the University of Florida. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next one misses. And now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Good hitters count the 2-0.
That's one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Got him swinging. Good job at damage control right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Rays, Randy Arozarena. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And the 1-0. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. This one high in the air to left center. Myers hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 8, second base.
Lau at the plate. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Inside, just missed.
1-1.
And that's outside. The 2-1. And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there, 0-1. Ramirez, a slugging first baseman, 28 years old, and he's a native of Colombia. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And a foul ball. Man at second. Good eye right there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
In the air to left down the line. And that will drop foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Stays alive. Runner leads away at second. Ground ball left side. Slings it across, and he's out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Isaac Paredes now. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Next pitch misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And puts the squeeze on that. And that is that. The Rays strand just the one, but they lead it 4-1. Back now in Tampa Bay, on to the fourth. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Alex Bregman. Bradley back to work. There's the strike.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is down low. 1-2 to count. The pitch. Good eye right there.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings and misses. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Abreu batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one's in there. 0-2. And downstairs. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Righty to the plate. That one out to right. Low makes the grab. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 9.
And now Corey Julks. Caught looking his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
The pitch. And now 1-2. And that's in the dirt. And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. Reaches for it, but it's foul. To kick the 3-2. Check swing. Now a look down to first. Did not go.
Well, 2-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Yainer Diaz. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Jolks off of first with 2 away. The 1-1.
Call. 2-1.
Next offering is outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And he deals. Bounced out to short. Franco, jump throw. That's the 3rd out.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Back here at the ballpark, and here is Josh Lowe.
The right fielder.
And a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Myers makes the grab, 1 away.
The catcher, number 14.
Here's the speedy catcher, Christian Bethancourt. Grounded out his first time up. In there for strike 1. The wind of the pitch. Outside.
1-2.
Started after it. Appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. And now 2-2. And that misses off the outside edge. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Bangs off the wall. Pena with a relay throw. And he's out.
The triple is arguably the most exciting play in baseball, and a guy's worked so hard to get around first, to get around second, to get thrown out at third. Man, you just feel bad for him. On top of that, he was already in scoring position, so you think about how it kind of hurts the team as well.
Here's Manuel Margot. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Ready now for the fifth inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. They say you win.
Well, these Astros need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Now on the mound for the Rays, Kevin Kelly.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Now it's going to be Martin Maldonado. 0 for 1. He flied out to right in his first trip.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
That's a ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
At the belt and fires. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on. And thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs and a foul ball. And the 0-2 fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, 2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at Tropicana Field, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Yandy Diaz. The pitch. 0-1.
Well, these Rays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Next one in the dirt.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Two now. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Pena jumps, throws. One up, one down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Wander Franco. 1 for 2. That misses, and it's 1-0. The Astros have some action in their pen. Rafael Montero preparing to come on if needed. Martinez warming up as well. The pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. And a good eye there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Randy Arozarena. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Pulls that one foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
The 1-1. That one missing inside. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Rays 4 and the Astros 1. Welcome back. Top 6. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. For all the big postseason hits Jeremy Pena has come up with. Remember, he replaced the Gold Glove shortstop at Carlos Correa, and then in his first year, won the Gold Glove himself. And here it comes.
Yeah, and that can be a challenge sometimes for the younger players, Boog. They're really good at the, exceptional, extraordinary type of play, but the routine plays is where they tend to rack up those errors, but not the case for Jeremy Pena. Just cool, calm, and collected.
Fly ball down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Tucker in the box again. Takes a strike.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That's a strike. 0-2 now. Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one missing low.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's 2 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Bregman at the plate and takes high there. Activity in the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Poche getting cranked up as well. And the righty deals. Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. And a ball evens the count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him looking for the strikeout. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Rafael Montero on the pitch here. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 47, Rafael Montero.
Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. He's already homered here in this one. Montero, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. First offering, and it just misses.
Where do you even begin with the talent we've seen from the Dominican Republic? Vladdy, Big Papi, Pedro, the list goes on and on.
And there's the strike. And it is 2-1. And that's outside. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first. Now here is Harold Ramirez. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy, but a big swing and thunder in that bat. First pitch, and he just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Stanek getting ready to go. Lau aboard here at first with nobody out. Center field. Myers should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So up next, Isaac Paredes. Paredes, 24 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. First pitch just misses.
Players from Mexico City to Baja California have been in the league going back to the 30s. Mexico has been represented every decade for nearly 100 years now and has a strong history in MLB.
And a pitch. And now the count is even. Next one just misses. And it's 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Low. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Runners at first and second with one gone. In the air, left side. Brings it in. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Christian Bethancourt getting ready to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Flips it. They get the force. And that is the inning. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 4 and the Astros 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 58.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Jose Abreu up to hit. The Astros in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And a big swing and a miss.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And he grounds one to the right side. Slings to first. One up, one down.
The left fielder, number 9, Corey.
So digging in, Corey Julks. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. In there, and it's 0-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
Now back, designated.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. Right-handed reliever.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
On the ground to the left. Julks at first, 1 gone. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Move to first, and he's back in safely.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Throw, safe.
Well, with that kind of elite arm against this dude, maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Righty delivers. And now it's even up. Runner at second, 2 down. And the pitch is in for a strike. 1-2. Kicks and fires. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Lau sends it to first, and the inning is over. So the Astros lead 1, and they trail it 4-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Seth Martinez.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Manuel Margot. The pitch. And ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
There's a strike. And it's fouled away. One-two to Margot. Got him. And there's one down. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
And the right-hander deals. Got him looking for the K. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And now Wander Franco popped up to the left into foul ground. Bregman makes the catch, and that'll do it. Garrett Clevenger into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Digging in, Martin Maldonado.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That's in for a strike.
It's 0-1.
And there's a foul ball. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is going to go. He sends one out the opposite way. His second of the year. It's 4-2.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. First offering misses the mark. Kicks and deals. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. This one in the air, right field. Low makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jeremy.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena, 1 for 3. That's in there, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Late swing, fouled off. The wind and the pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Misses inside, and it's 2-0.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So 2 down. Stepping in, Alex Bregman. That clips the corner.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And he deals. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. Back now in Tampa Bay, bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Rays, Randy Arozarena. Here comes a pitch. That one drifts inside. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Loud in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Left-hand hitter waits. That one is hammered right field. Tucker going back. Gone! Brandon Lowe bops one out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 5-2.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And here's the first baseman, Harold Ramirez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. And here it comes. Ball 1 there.
1-1.
Foul ball there. The 1-2. Just
inside. That's the ball.
missed. The 2-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One out, runner at second. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Isaac Paredes. That one pushed foul. One out and a runner at second. Next one off the plate inside. And it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. The punch out there. 2 gone now. Josh Lowe will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Tried to check his swing there. Appeal to third. No swing. And a 1-1. That clips the corner. Ramirez stands at second with 2 gone. Into center. Myers under it. And that's the 3rd out. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Astros. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jason Adam. A chance at his first save of the year. And now it's going to be Jose Abreu. Adam, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. And a pitch. And fires in a fastball at 95. That one inside. Ball 1. And a pitch. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Corey Julks up next for the Astros.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
And that's a strike. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. And down on strikes. That's his second strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Diaz at the plate now. That's ball 1. Now 1-1.
1-1.
Ball to strike. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Righty to the plate. This one smacked out to left center. And that is the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.